What you can't see about me is how close I came to not being here at all. I'm a combat Marine veteran. I gave everything to that identity. And then I got medically retired with no idea who I was without it. You know, the Marine Corps doesn't just give you a job. It gives you your whole self, your purpose, your people, your reason to get up. When that's gone, a lot of guys fall apart quietly. I was one of them. I didn't know how to ask for help. I didn't know how to say, I'm not okay. So I just didn't. I isolated. I pushed away the people closest to me and went into some very dark places. That silence almost killed me. What pulled me out was eventually learning to use my voice, to say out loud what was actually happening inside, to stop performing and start being honest about where I really was. And here's what's interesting about that. Looking back, I can see exactly what was happening. You know, the Marine Corps had given me an identity script, an unspoken rule. Marines don't ask for help. Marines don't show weakness. Marines run towards the sound of chaos. That script was so deep, I didn't even know it was running. It wasn't until I started doing the inner work, like really examining who I was and what I believed, that I could rewrite it. That experience is exactly what I do with what I do today. I founded Sergeant Mindset, where I coach high performers, veterans, athletes, and executives through what I call the liminal phase. That in-between space where the old version of you is gone and the new one hasn't fully arrived yet. It's the hardest and most important stretch of any person's growth. I'm also a scuba instructor and underwater breathwork instructor. And I know that sounds extreme, but everything I teach, whether underwater or in a session with a client, comes back to the same thing. Learning to perform under pressure by knowing yourself more deeply. The ocean doesn't care about your rank or your resume. It humbles you immediately. I needed that. I'm sitting in college classes right now. Statistics, philosophy, psychology, economics, and this one. Not because I have to, but because I believe growth doesn't stop. I'm a student and a teacher at the same time. And honestly, that tension is what keeps me sharp. What you see is someone who looks like they have it figured out. What you can't see is how much of that was built in the dark, quietly, with no audience. That's actually why I'm here. I'm in this class, in this degree program. I want to keep finding my voice, the real one, not the polished version, not the perfect version, the most imperfect human, perfect version of myself and who I am, and the voice that will generate and will come from me to be able to really touch those lives and change those lives that I believe I'm meant to change.